Turn now to the sex trafficking trial of hip-hop mogul Sean Combs, and the jury of 8 men and 4 women have gone home for the day after the trial and salacious testimony got underway early this afternoon. Prosecutors started presenting their case with what is probably the most dramatic piece of evidence. That is the video of the violent attack on Combs' ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. Eyewitness News anchor Mike Marza is at the federal courthouse in Lower Manhattan and kicks off our coverage. Mike.
Liz, so much happened today. First off, let's talk about what Sean Diddy Combs was wearing. That white-collared shirt, a pullover, and some khakis, blowing a kiss to his family members that were seated in the second row, including his 6 kids and his mom. And at one point early on, before the day got started, he asked for water. Much different mood throughout the day as he became more reserved. His arms became crossed at one point, then down to his sides as he was listening to this salacious testimony that included graphic details of sexual encounters involving baby oil, and then that beating that was captured on surveillance video. Testimony here wrapped up about an hour ago, and we captured some of Sean Combs' family leaving the courthouse today as they had to sit through what was a very graphic day, as a male escort was the final witness number 2 to take the stand today. We also captured video of Cassie Ventura. You mentioned then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura at the center of that video. We captured video of her husband leaving the courthouse. I asked him, how did it go in there? He did not answer. Eyewitness News reporter Darla Miles has been out here all day as well. You were inside court this morning. Just such a whirlwind. And by the way, this is only day 1.
This is only day 1, but remember, his attorneys and their team asked for a speedy trial because the indictment was just handed up in September. It's not even a year later, and we're at trial. And it's also very unusual that you have a finalized jury one day, opening arguments, and then 2 witnesses on the stand. And so you could really see the gravity of this case setting in on his face once the day really got underway. The first day of the Sean Diddy Combs racketeering and sex trafficking trial in the bag. Combs today wearing the same look as last week, slacks, a sweater over a white-collared shirt in a different color. His mother and children seated in the second row behind him. The 55-year-old has a team of at least 8 defense attorneys, but he's very much engaged in his own defense, at times nodding his head towards his attorney in approval or disapproval. In opening statements, federal prosecutors describing a drug-fueled world of violence, rage, and sexual abuse enabled by a trusted inner circle who they say helped Combs keep his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura under his power and control, forcing her to have sex with male escorts in hotel rooms for what was at first called a freak-off, but sometimes called a wild king night or hotel nights. But attorneys for Combs say there was nothing criminal about his behavior, calling this his private personal sex life, adding what he understood was that she was a willing participant in their sex life. The very first piece of evidence introduced, an unedited version of this March 2016 surveillance video obtained by CNN at the Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles. An off-duty LAPD officer working security that night testifying about what Ventura told him. She was saying that she wanted to get her phone, her bag, she wanted to leave. But Combs told her, "You're not going to leave." The second witness today was an escort testifying that he participated at a freak-off at the Gramercy Park Hotel, which at one point turned violent. Testifying to the court, Mr. Combs walked over to Cassie, grabbed her by her hair, and started dragging her into the bedroom. Ventura's husband, Alex Fine, spotted outside the federal courthouse this afternoon. This just a day before she takes the stand, publicly addressing her relationship with Combs for the first time. So tomorrow morning, defense attorneys for Combs will finish their cross-examination of the escort. Then a very pregnant Cassie Ventura is expected to take the stand. And I will tell you, Mike, you mentioned the salacious testimony. A lot of this is very graphic and very explicit in nature, and a lot of it we just can't talk about on air.
No, that is an important point, and that's what the jury is having to listen to inside as they wade through exactly what's going to happen. Darla, thank you. We invite you to stay with us. In about 20 minutes, we're going to have a streaming special to really explain how we got to this point. We're going to have a conversation with retired District Attorney Michael Bachner to break down not only what the jury makeup means for this case, but also what prosecutors hope to prove as we now are on the eve of day 2 of the Sean Diddy Combs federal sex trafficking trial. Liz, we'll send it back in the studio to you.